Hello everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by, thank you so much for watching my videos, and thank you very much for staying with me. You are greatly appreciated. Now, I'm seeing something that is circling around social media when it comes to Nicki Minaj. And before I talk about that, excuse the whiteness on my face. I've been meddling with powder. I have pica, guys, pica. Okay, that's my little guilty pleasure. I have pica, so bear with me. You understand? You got me. But now let's get into it. Now there's certain things that have been circling around social media. I see a particular vlogger decided to speak on it, and they're going in on Nicki. They are going in on a rapper, Nicki Minaj, and they're saying that she's careless, she's reduced herself, she's coming out herself, she's doing this, she's doing that, associating with Jamaican TikTokers, associated with all sorts of mix-up. Nicki Minaj is doing this, she's not doing anything positive, and all of that. And, you know, for some part, there are persons who are supporting Nicki and saying that she's a gifter. She has gift people and stuff like that. So there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. She's a Caribbean woman who is Trinidadian. She enjoys Jamaican culture, Caribbean culture, and she has never deviated from it. So there's nothing wrong with that, even if she's an American and she's in the hip-hop game. You understand? So it has been a little bit of a two sides to the scale. And it is more so going on the part where people support, more so than the part that people are against. I see Blamdem, who I briefly spoke on in another video, upload a video where he's in the studio with Nicki Minaj and dancehall artist King. Seems like they're working on a project, and people are saying that it's idleness. Blamdem is not a talent. He shouldn't be there. It can't be any music that's going to make sense. Nicki's washed up. She's this, she's that. No, there are two things that I noticed, and I'm going to attack the back, then I attack the front. And it is an attack. When Nicki Minaj came into the game in the space of TikTok, Nicki Minaj was gifting Britney, was gifting World Dog, was gifting Pretty Don. Nobody had an issue with it. Nobody had said that Nicki Minaj was too common. Nobody said that she's an idler, she's careless, she's washed up when she was gifting the TikTokers. Nobody said that. I don't understand what is taking place right now, why people are coming at Nicki. She came as a gifter and she was gifting Britney, she was gifting all of these type of people, and nobody has an issue with it. Except Queen Ifrica, when she started gifting Derek Morgan, and when Nicki started gifting Derek Morgan, who is the street man, you know, the gay man, and also Shibada, who is a comedian slash, you know, he's a gay person. He professed to being gay and talk about these explicit gay lifestyle on his live. Queen Ifrica was the person who came out and spoke about it. You understand, about Nicki gifting these type of people. But for the most part, no one had a problem with it. All of a sudden, people are creating an upheave and having issues with who Nicki is gifting. She's participating in the live with Blamdem, with Rosalie. And I don't understand what's the issue. Persons are getting gift and they are grateful for it. I don't see what the issue is. I see wherein Candy came out and she was saying that Nicki only give people who are in mix-up. That's not true. That is not true. Britney wasn't in mix-up when she was gifting Britney. You understand? I mean, come on, guys. Your time will come. If it's a gift you want, your time will come. All will fall into place at the designated time. Things don't always work out for everyone at the same time, and that's just how it is. She's a gifter. She doesn't mind gifting a few persons out there, and that's what she does. People are saying that there are so sick people on TikTok and Nicki don't gift them or stuff like that. Nicki has gifted so many people out there besides using the TikTok app. She has paid for college tuition in the US. I'm not sure about other countries. She has paid for students who are in college. She has paid for people who have mortgage. Nicki has done it all. She has done it. So for someone to come out and saying that she's only gifting certain type of people, and there are people out there in Jamaica that really need help, and she's ignoring them, and she's this and that and focusing on gossip, it's simply not true. Also, we have local artists out here who profess to be in big niche. They're driving BMW, they're driving Benz, they're driving all sorts of vehicle, all sorts of high, fashionable clothes that they're wearing, which is very expensive. And they talk about their jewelry and all this money that they have. We don't see them gifting people. We don't see them out in the street doing charitable work. We don't see that. So I'm not sure why people are choosing to hold Nicki to the fire as if they want to dictate her pocket. And that speaks to the ungratefulness of a lot of people out there, in particular Jamaican society, because they're the ones who are getting the gifts and they're the ones who are also complaining. So not necessarily the gifter, the ones receiving the gift, but persons who are on the outside looking in are the ones who are putting out this type of criticism and holding the woman, ostracizing her for, participating in her own Caribbean culture. So I'm not sure what exactly is it that you guys are trying to do. You understand? Do you have your favorite artists out there, your favorite dancehall artists, your favorite reggae artists out there? How many of them are gifting TikTokers? How many of them? I don't see any going around gifting TikTokers. Now, if she decides to take the time out and give some people, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. It's money at the end of the day. And people need money because money takes care of things. You understand? Miss Queen Africa came out and she was lashing out about Nicki Minaj just the same. I don't see Queen Africa gifting anybody. I agree with Queen Africa most times when she speaks, even though she's unedified and she's rather vulgar with her language. But at the end of the day, I agree with her most times when she speaks. But I disagree with her because she has a voice. She has funds, I would assume, from her music and stuff like that. I didn't see her gifting anybody. I don't see the charitable work that Queen Africa has done. If she has, you can leave their comment out there. But I simply don't see anything wrong with her participating in the jokes, in the comedy and stuff like that. Moving on to the second aspect of it, which I'm going to attack. Let me remind the vlogger that spoke about Nicki being washed up, being careless, the Jamaican vlogger who said that, sir, in case you don't know, to date, Nicki Minaj is still the #1 female rapper in the world. Regardless of who you see out there trending, regardless of who they put out as #1, Nicki Minaj is still the #1 female rapper in the world because nobody has outsold her. I think the closest person who came to her was Meg Thee Stallion with some 60,000 to 65,000 in sales. And that was it. Nicki is pushing her 170,000, 165,000, 200,000 record sales. And that's the reason they can't get her out of the game. Because her fans buy her music. Her fans buy her music. When Nicki Minaj came out and in the mid part of it, when she was trending and she was collabing with a lot of persons out there and putting out hits after hits after hits after hits, people were complaining that Nicki doesn't collab with people. She doesn't give persons a break. Help to give other persons a break in the entertainment industry and for those who have talent. A lot of persons were saying that about Nicki. Now, when Nicki put out, I think it was Pink Friday too, Nicki Minaj sat out an entire year. Cardi B came out into the light. Her fans or her supporters were going at Nicki all day, every day. Nicki did not respond. And as a person who is a supporter of Nicki Minaj, the rapper, I can tell you, Nicki did not make any comment in reference to all the nasty things that were being said, the diabolical things that were being said on social media about her. She did not comment. She took the time off and she worked on her album. With the Queen album, she did the same thing. She took some time off and she came back in the game and she did her thing. She did her thing. So I'm not sure why people are constantly coming at Nicki for what I don't know. I'm trying to get into it. Seems like there are people who simply do not like her because her talent is unmatched. She's extremely lyrical. Her metaphors is unmatched. She's extremely talented. The cadence of when her music is produced or how her music is produced is excellent and stuff like that. And it simply will create an atmosphere of intimidation for many persons out there, including men. Because Nicki can battle any guy out there. She can beat you with bars. And she's good like that. And that can be very intimidating for a lot of people. Both men and women. Not only that, she's very attractive. She is beautiful. And she looks approachable, very soft and stuff like that. But her bars are bars to beat. And because of that, a lot of persons, like I say, will have some sort of discomfort when it comes to her talent and her craft. You understand? And, it's funny. It's funny. Like I said, when she was gifting persons and she came in and she wasn't saying anything except dropping gifts, nobody had an issue. But the moment she decides to come on a live, people are speaking on it. And I find it very strange that someone would have something negative about Nicki in the studio with Blamdem and Skeng. In particular, Blamdem, who came out. We know that he's very disrespectful and stuff like that. And he has like I said, mentioned some very damning allegations about people out there when it comes to crime in Jamaica and stuff. So Blamdem have done it. He's known to hide his identity and all of that. Persons who live in Montego Bay area who are familiar with him knows who he actually is. But for the most part, he hides himself from the wider society in the social media space. Persons are coming at Nicki saying that she shouldn't be in the studio. Instead of being happy that there's a young man out there who is getting a break, you know, he was smart enough to put the moniker of the things that he has to say. He was smart enough to put them on a t-shirt and start selling merchandise, you understand? And moving from that, Nicki was the first person to wear his shirt. This is something that you want to commend a young man for doing, instead of turning to a life of crime and doing with the things that he's actually saying. He decided to make much of himself. He found himself in a studio with Nicki Minaj. That is something great for anybody. But you guys can't sit and understand and encourage and uplift another individual who is trying to do something for themselves. So the best you can do is see how you can what? Tear them down. Tear them down. Now tell me, what could possibly be negative about Nicki Minaj recording a song with Blamdem? What could possibly be negative about it? It's money that they're going to make. It's going to put him on in the spotlight to see Nicki in his company or him in Nicki Minaj company, and that's great. So I don't see what's negative behind it. I think that some of you guys just function on very low vibration. You can't see positive in anything. A lot of people are coming out and talking about Nicki in Illuminati, and Nicki is sacrificing people and all of these type of things. And look what she did with Britney mad out. Britney Goff seemed to have mental problems way before Nicki Minaj came into the picture. She also spoke of sleeping with a married man, or was in a relationship with a married man. Like, what the hell you think will be the ramification of something like that? What do you think was going to happen eventually? You understand? So many persons are talking about Bussed, who Nicki Minaj sacrificed Bussed and others. I mean, the guy is in a volatile community and his people have enemies all around. And there's a saying, if you cannot catch Kwako, you will catch him short. So that had nothing to do with Nicki Minaj. They're talking about Naya. Naya had these ups in places, or people who were just, you know, what they call it, bad mind or whatever. They had these people in places that was trying to reach him way before Nicki Minaj came into the picture. So I'm trying to find out, what are you guys actually saying? This is like saying that the record label, particular record label that is in the business of sacrificing people and stuff like that. A lot of them will sign people who are of questionable character, who have enemies, or in gang affiliated people and stuff like that. So when they get signed, they put out this controversial music, they upsee them, locate them, target them, take them out, and you know, the record label makes their money off them. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it from one aspect of it. Yes, we know that the rabbit hole is way deeper, guys. Like I said, I'm not getting into it. But all I'm just trying to say to you is that people had their issues and had their personal problems way before Nicki Minaj. People were haters, people were bad mind, people were very maniacal, people were very diabolical way before Nicki Minaj came into the picture on social media. And all this woman came doing was gifting people who really needed it. Gifting people who actually needed it. You understand? And there's nothing wrong with that. Why can't you guys just say you're happy that Nicki Minaj is gifting people who need it and just keep it moving? But it seems that when it comes to Jamaican, anywhere where money is, there will always be some sort of controversy. There will always be some sort of crab in barrel mentality. Tear each other down to get up. Tear each other down to get up, to get attention. Tear each other down. People speak on what she said about Destiny, or said to Destiny they thought it was disrespectful and stuff like that. Destiny was being held accountable for what he was doing, or what he has been constantly doing on social media, which is getting into squabbles and beef with people non-stop, all day, every day. And a song was made about Destiny. Destiny have made songs about people. On his live, he was singing songs mocking people also. You understand? And Nicki came out. Nicki also apologized to Destiny, because you might not see anything wrong with the situation, but she, using her conscience, realized that he is deeply affected by it, because he said he didn't like it and it hurt his feelings. And so Nicki Minaj decided to apologize to Destiny. You understand? So at the end of the day, I don't see why you guys are constantly holding this woman to the fire. I don't see it. And you people need to take the negative things out of your head. Try to turn negative into a positive picture. Try your utmost best. to go come off the road of negativity and go on the road of positivity for once, and you will see where it takes you. But sit down every day and you're channeling this low vibration, poor frequency at all time. You will dealt a deck a bad card, and it reflects on you in your personal life. I think that people need to focus on things that are positive more and uplifting. Hence the high crime rate, because people keep focusing on things that are negative. So you will always receive negativity when it comes to the universe returning. You will always receive negativity. Focus on things that are positive. Turn a negative into a positive picture. Yes, there's advantages and disadvantages in every single thing that we do. There's advantages and there's disadvantages. But if you constantly focus on the disadvantages, you will only get to the next bench. You will only get to the next bench. So I applaud Nicki for taking the time out to, capitalize on a moment with Blamdem and going out. And for persons, once again, who are coming at Nicki, she is still the #1 female rapper. If you can outsell her, as she said, to be the queen, you have to sell her records, you have to sell plaque. So if you can outsell her, that's the only way you're going to upstage her, because anybody can get an award. Anybody can get an award. Try make your sales pure and see what happens. Try making your sales pure. That's the thing. That's the key. Try making your sales pure. She has done it. And she has proven her lyrics. If you listen to the music out there right now, it's just things that rhyme. It's things that rhyme. I can write better. Was the opportunity, did the opportunity present itself to me? Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean me or another female out there cannot do writing or do better. It simply don't mean that. You understand? Sometimes the difference between success and failure, as I always say, are mere opportunities. Some people did not get the opportunities, unfortunate. Some people got what seems like an opportunity, and it turns out to be a sham, glam. Like I said, it turns out to be filter. It's not real. You understand? And because of that, they had to walk away from it. And some people encounter danger and they see coming and they just leave it alone and don't bother with it. So it doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who are actually talented, but sometimes they were never given that opportunity. But for what I'm hearing out there, it doesn't sound like music. It doesn't sound entertaining. It just sounds like something that's a sensational. It gives you a high, like weed, ganja. It gives you a high now and then you come down later. You understand? And then you need another high to keep going, another high to keep. But the music simply doesn't have much substance. I mean, she is a rapper. She has done music that is inspirational, raunchy, overtly sexy, for adult content. She has also talked about relationship in her music. She has also talked about uplifting people in her songs. She has done it. And she has proven that she's lyrical in every way. That we will never take from her. And she has also outsold every rapper that's out there now. So explain how Nicki is washed up, how when she's actually needed back in the hip-hop game. She's actually needed. The market is actually calling for Nicki Minaj right now. So Mr. Vlogger, I think you need to check yourself. I think you need to check and research before speaking, because what you're saying makes absolutely no sense. It seems as if you had a moment and someone tells you something, and because you don't see it trending on social media, you believe that artists aren't selling. It doesn't work like that. And because you see others that are trending and everywhere you see a picture or video clip of them, you believe, oh, that person is doing well. See, I just saw her 5 times while scrolling, that she's doing well. No, it doesn't work like that. People pay. People pay. People pay to keep themselves relevant. You understand? Nicki has outsold lots of rappers, if not all of them right now. Nicki have outsold them. She has done it. She has done it. She has sold out concerts all over. There are artists out there right now. I don't think Cardi B has ever sold out a concert or do a tour. So let's get into it. If you want us to be pragmatic about this entire situation, she has never done it. Nicki Minaj is the only one doing it right now. There's someone who's holding the same concert as Beyonce. So what are you guys saying? That's like saying Beyonce has no relevance and she's washed up. Comparing Beyonce to who right now? To Lady Gaga? Not Lady Gaga. Who out there was out there with Beyonce? Billie Eilish. It simply would not make any sense. Even if you're trying to make sense of it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all we say with Nicki Minaj. That's the reality of it. She's extremely talented. She's doing her thing. And I don't see what's happening or what's wrong with her taking a break and decided to gift the TikTokers. I don't see. So it's like saying if she comes over to my YouTube channel or she passed through and decided that, hello, I want to gift you. I just write to later that Nicki Minaj gifted me. That would be like saying, oh, she's washed up because she decided to give the showstopper something or a gift or some money. She decided to. You understand me? That it's simply not fair. I wish some rapper or artists would come over to my channel and help me grow this thing. I've been trying to for a very good while. For those who are with me, who I see in the comment section asking about my channel, it was beyond me, okay? It was beyond me. And I wish that, you know, a lot of persons, you guys know my situation. I've been trying to grow the channel and what have you, I lost it and stuff. And I'm back, you understand? But I wish that a rapper or someone else out there would have just dropped some gems right here and helped me to grow my channel. You understand me? I need to get out there in the streets and get feedback from the mass of the people. So I don't see anything wrong with that. If Nicki was to grace me with her presence, I'd be very grateful. And I like what Blamdem is doing because he's not idling himself, certainly, on social media. He decided to create merchandise and sell them and have Nicki Minaj herself model his t-shirt. In case you guys don't know and haven't been following, this is what Blamdem have been doing. The other part of the topic that I want to speak on is the social media. The TikToker Rochelle, who is married to someone by the name of Denier, and you know she's been having issues with marriage. The guy cheated on her, get somebody pregnant, he's out, he's not necessarily taking care of his child according to her and stuff like that. And she's on the app, she's begging on TikTok, she's, you know, they're begging, she's going live, and persons have been saying that she needs to go and get a job. She's pregnant as we speak. She needs to go out and get a job because when they were pregnant they had to go and get a work. I see there is a sensation, very loud, very raucous, by the name of K, because you know that's how Jamaican space work. Once you're a loud, vulgar woman, you most likely gonna gain traction because black people, like I said, whose ancestors went through slavery, enjoy seeing the disgraceful version of themselves. Something that looks wholesome, something that sounds like there's some goddamn sense in it, is simply rubbished. You understand? So we see in the person by the name of Kay coming out and she's attacking Rochelle, saying that she needs to take care of her kids, she needs to go and get a job, she needs to this, that, pass the child to someone who can take care of the child, something like that. And I'm sitting in the corner and I'm wondering why a person is coming for a woman who is pregnant and is actually on the app begging. Yes, we can say that she needs to get a job. Yes, because that's what people were doing. But things and time have also changed, where people have adopted and put themselves in slots that is made available for them to generate some sort of income, right? And nobody sentenced a pregnant woman to work. A pregnant woman work based on two things: the fact that she doesn't have any support and she has to go out there and work, or she has something that she's trying to prove to herself when it comes to personal accomplishment and gain, and also to generate lots of income for herself. That's why a pregnant woman would actually go out there and seek a job. I'm not talking about a woman who is working and got pregnant. I'm talking about a woman who is seeking a job while pregnant. She does it for two reasons: because there's no support, she does not have any form of financial or emotional support, and or emotional support, or it's a situation where she is trying to have some sort of personal gain. Like I said, it's a personal accomplishment for her to prove that she can do it with or without. You understand? And so with that being said, I would never send a woman or sentence a pregnant woman to go and work, because it's an extremely delicate situation or delicate time in her life. She can, you know, have a mishap, she can have an accident and the child and loses the baby, or the baby born with some sort of disability, and we don't want that. You understand? She's on the app also and she's doing what she's doing just like everybody else. So I'm not sure why they would say that she needs to go and work while there are able-bodied men out there who is fit and they are not working. They're sitting on the app and they're begging. There are able-bodied women out there who choose not to work also and sit on the app and begging. So what say you to come at a pregnant woman and tell her what she needs to do while on the app? She's not disgracing herself, number one. She's not shaming herself. She's doing what needs to be done in her life to help take care of her child, which is a baby that she has who is 1 year old and also an unborn, while married and pregnant. You understand? So I think that people need to relax, people need to back off a little bit and allow things to take its own course. If you're not a gifter, don't say anything, because her gifters does not have a problem gifting her. People who have it do not have a problem gifting her. So I'm not sure why a person who is not a gifter would be coming out and saying this and saying that and trying to beat her down simply because she's on the app doing what everyone else is doing. I think people just need to relax. You understand? I think, Rochelle, you need to do your thing. Stay prayed up. She's always doing that. And, you know, God bless you and the unborn. But that's all I have to say about it. Thank you guys so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.